Hello, friends. So, today I just saw that there's a report out that $1.7 billion of the wall funds have been used, and I think this is through Bloomberg, $1.7 billion used for 1.7 miles of fencing for Trump's wall. Think about that. It's either 1.7 or 1.57 billion dollars allocated for Trump's wall has produced 1.7 miles of fencing. Think about that. I mean, that is how many millions per tenth of a mile for fencing? So of course I need to look at that, because if you have had a chance, I don't know if you've had a chance or not, to look at my the preview of the full moon in Scorpio video, or the four-part series of the Scorpio full moon, or the one that I did yesterday on Erik Prince, you will find a repetitive pattern here. We have waiting for news overseas, working on the same plan, and getting money from Jared. This showed up over and over again with Erik Prince, with Jared, Ivanka, Trump. I think Barr, because Barr is, I think, kind of putting it all together. So I need to ask the cards, if who got paid out of, who was paid, who received back kicks, or kickbacks, kickbacks from that deal, because I have suspected all along the reason why Trump is so adamant about his wall is so that he can launder money back to Putin. And in fact, I think I did a reading, and it showed that money was getting laundered back to Putin. No, it was Jen Lynn Tarot who discovered that John Kelly, the position he took, is taking money for detention centers, and Putin's getting some kickbacks there. I think that's what she said, or at least that's what I saw. Maybe that was my follow-up. I can't even keep it straight anymore. Oh my goodness. I think these cards have a story to tell tonight. They are awfully messy already in my hands. So, okay, cards. You're going to tell us of that $1.7 billion, whatever billions, to produce 1.7 miles of fencing, because we know that Bannon and Jared had already picked out the contractors long ago. How that money was spent, who received the money. I hope, it was legit contractors. So, let's see. I'm shuffling away. Man, these cards feel like they're in a straitjacket. They just don't even want to give. Is that nuts? There's no give to them. Come on. Come on. Okay, so cards. I need you to cut the deck. I need you to cut the deck and show us. Show us the basics about this wall and payments. The original idea for the wall and payments. Show me. Let's cut the deck. Okay, now show me the signifier of the plans for the wall and money and who's getting paid. And what's covering those plans, wall, money, who's getting paid. What's the challenge? What lies beneath? I'm sorry, dog hair. What lies beneath? Future? Or what crowns are reading? What crowns are reading of these plans? What happened recently with these plans, with the money with the wall and kickbacks? and future influences. And how do people see this? How is this seen? What's the environment like? What are the hopes and fears, the emotions of this? Dreams and ideals? Final result. What is to come? And the card for the reading is... the original plan for the funding of the wall and kickbacks, the original idea came from overseas. Gee, could that be Russia? Okay, so put these over. I've been grabbing these cards out of turn, so let's do it right. Okay, so the signifier of the wall and the funds and who's getting kickbacks. Oh my God. So basically, Trump is dead meat if he does not give those kickbacks. This was probably like the last call. Give me the funds or else. Man. Signifier, you better make a choice. Oh, blackmailed, you say? Making a choice? Separating you? Wow, overseas is blackmailing, forcing Trump a choice. This is what they must be so worried about the last couple days. It's been showing up for the last 4 or 5 days in their readings. The challenge, the Page of Wands. There we go again. News from abroad. You know, it's no coincidence that Pompeo and Shanahan were talking about Iran today. That was big news today. They were in stereo next to each other in front of a microphone, and they just looked like they were utter, just saying utter BS. And of course, that's always to cover up. That's the shiny object so that we don't look at something else. What's at the root of this? Oh my gosh, look at that. Stabbed in the heart. Brokenhearted. That is the reason for the funding. Wow. What crowns the reading? Oh my gosh. All the documents. Everyone. I wonder if this is Jared and Ivanka. If this is the final leverage that they've been working on, because Barr has been working on this, and this was in Jared's. And I think they were both waiting for news overseas related to money. I did a brief reading with Pompeo. It showed up for him as well. What happened in the recent past? Queen of Cups. The United States. We know what you're doing. We see you. We know what you're doing. And they must be nervous that they're going to be going soon. Future agreement. Really? How do people see this? The world card. Some might see it as lucky and successful. Others might see it as an end of a cycle. You might even say that Trump is totally confined and bound and can't do anything but listen to the people overseas that are saying, give me my money. I really hope this is the end. Wouldn't that be nice? The environment. Barr is working away at the deal. He's going to make sure he crosses all the T's, dots all the I's. Hopes and fears. Blah, la, 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 la. If we're nobody look, we're doing nothing over here. And we have a mile of fence. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Ideals and dreams. To steal the election again. Don't even tell me this was a down payment to steal the 2020 election again. Because, this is what came up in Erik Prince's reading. because the GOP are just too quiet and calm, and they certainly are cheering for impeachment by the Dems because they know they can run on it and win. They can only do that with the help of Russia. Oh my gosh. The wall. What's to come from this? There you go. Happy GOP family. They will stay in power. Gosh. I don't know, you guys. There are just sometimes when things just seem and feel so defeating, so incredulously, ridiculously dumb that we're here, and there's people who are willing to allow this to continue to be. But you know what? That's where we are. And you have just really we've got to batten down the hatches, stay clear, don't buy into the hysteria. Of course, Trump needs to be impeached 1,001%. The Democrats need to pace themselves because we all want him out now. He deserves to be out now. He deserved to be out long ago, but we have to pace ourselves. Let them pace themselves. Nancy Pelosi, we got to have her back. Everyone is screaming about her. I think a lot of it originates elsewhere and the media echoes it, but we've got to have our leaders back. So let's just be patient. Send them some well wishes and protection. Seeing them strong and deliberate, able to work with ease, able to work with the courts with ease, able to funnel the paperwork through them, through their committees with ease, letting them get their message out with ease. The American people tuning in and listening to them, hearing the message and letting it stick. Letting that see Americans hearing the news, digesting it, and knowing where they stand no matter what. Because we're all kind of smart. We're all really, really smart. We got this. We know what we can do. It's tiring to hear the media and the GOP delegitimize the 2018 blue wave. It's here, and with all the actions as of late, another death, unfortunately. Send a prayer to all those kids and their families. Another child died in detention. The gimmicks with the IRS and with the people and the subpoenas that our committee leaders have to submit in order to get testimony. It's ridiculous. But we know, I know that astrologically the beginning of the end for Trump was in January with those eclipses. And it's going to get rough. There's going to be a lot of rattling. But in these moments, we can hold the note of well-being, clarity, decisiveness, and moving forward. We can all do that. Okay? So, this is ugly. And you know what? We're going to get our money back because we've got receipts. So, tomorrow will be fun. Hang in there. Happy Memorial Day to you all. Let's let this full moon in Scorpio to keep revealing the GOP secrets and treachery and treason. Because it's all out there for us to see. We're disgusted. But thank you, Scorpio, for revealing it all. For it to be there for everyone to see and to take note. And for us to move forward. Okay, thanks you guys. Have a good night.